Captain Rylan Hayes had fought in dozens of battles across the Orion front, but nothing shocked him more than finding her, the Princess of Lumeria, trapped inside a collapsing energy cage. Her silver hair glowed like moonlight, her violet eyes flickering with fear and defiance. She was royalty, a symbol of peace, the one being the enemy armies wanted most. "Stay still," Rylan said as he sliced through the magnetic bars with his plasma blade. Princess Alira blinked rapidly. Human? You're taking me as your partner, human?" Her voice trembled, confused, hopeful, and terrified at the same time. Rylan froze. "Partner? Princess, I'm just trying to save your life." But the translator implant misinterpreted one of his earlier phrases. Instead of "I've got you," it had translated it as an ancient Lumerian vow. "I claim responsibility for your spirit." To her people, that meant partnership, a binding oath stronger than marriage. Before he could explain, the ground shook violently. Explosions roared outside the cavern, sending dust raining down. Enemy hunters were closing in fast. Alira stepped closer to him, gripping his arm with trembling fingers. "If you leave me, I will die. If you protect me, the universe will know you as my chosen." Rylan sighed. "Well, guess I'm chosen then." He lifted her gently, her body lighter than he expected. Together they ran out into the burning forest. The sky was torn apart by fighter ships, red streaks of enemy drones hunting for her. Rylan contacted his ship. "Falcon 3, I need immediate evac." Static, then a robotic voice. Unable to comply. "Area too hot." Alira pulled out a glowing crystal from her robes. "There is an ancient portal nearby. Only royal blood can activate it." They sprinted through smoke and fire until they reached a stone monolith covered in alien symbols. As Alira pressed her palm to it, the slab split open, revealing a swirling blue vortex. Rylan stared. "This takes us where?" "To safety," she whispered. "But humans cannot pass without permission." She stepped close, too close, and placed her forehead gently against his. A soft golden light passed between them. His heart pounded. "You have permission now," she said softly. "My partner." Before he could respond, enemy lasers burst through the trees. "Go!" he shouted. Alira grabbed his hand and pulled him through the portal as the world exploded behind them. The world on the other side of the portal was impossible. Rylan stumbled forward, blinking against a soft golden glow. Instead of a battlefield, he found himself standing in a floating garden, islands of emerald grass, drifting in the sky, connected by shimmering crystal bridges. Waterfalls poured upward instead of down, defying gravity. A gentle warmth wrapped around them like a living presence. "What is this place?" Rylan whispered. Princess Alira stepped beside him, her violet eyes softening. "This is the Sanctuary Nexus, a hidden dimension meant only for Lumerian royalty and their chosen partners. No enemy can find us here." There it was again, that word, partner. Rylan scratched the back of his neck. "About that," the translator messed up. "I didn't mean to—" She turned to him, her face serious. "You claimed responsibility for my spirit. Humans do not understand what that means to my people. It is a bond few dare to make." Rylan sighed. "Then I guess I need to understand it." Before she could respond, the sky trembled. A ripple of dark energy pulsed across the floating islands. Alira stiffened. "They're trying to break into the Nexus. They want me more desperately than I thought." Rylan stepped in front of her instinctively. "Why?" "You're a princess, yes, but that can't be the only reason." She hesitated, then opened her hand. Resting on her palm was the same glowing crystal she had used earlier. "This is the heart shard," she whispered. "A piece of our world's core. With it, whoever rules, Lumeria controls the flow of cosmic energy across an entire quadrant of the galaxy." Rylan whistled. "No wonder they're chasing you." "And now they will come for you too," she said softly. "Because you helped me escape." Rylan shrugged. "Let them come." For a moment she just stared at him, surprised, almost touched. But the peace didn't last. A violent tear split open in the sky. Black-armored hunters crawled out, their blades humming with lethal energy. They shouldn't have been able to enter, but they did. Alira gasped. "The Nexus is failing!" Rylan grabbed her hand. "Move!" They ran across a crystal bridge as enemy soldiers materialized around them. Rylan fired his rifle, each shot echoing like thunder in the quiet world. But there were too many. Alira raised the heart shard. A wave of brilliant light surged outward, blasting several hunters back, but she staggered, the effort draining her. "You okay?" Rylan asked, catching her. She leaned into him, breath shaking. The heart shard responds to emotion. It's stronger when you what? She looked up, cheeks flushed. When I trust you. Before Rylan could respond, a massive shadow descended overhead. The enemy warlord himself stepping through a ruptured portal. The ground shook. The war wasn't over. It was only beginning. The enemy warlord landed with a crash that cracked the floating island beneath them, standing nearly 3 meters tall, clad in black plasma armor etched with crimson symbols. He radiated raw destructive power. His voice echoed like thunder. Princess Alara, he growled. The heart shard belongs to the Dominion. Hand it over, but I may let the human die quickly. Rylan stepped forward. Not happening. The warlord laughed, a harsh metallic sound. You think you can protect her? You are fragile flesh. Nothing more. Rylan tightened his grip on his rifle. Humans protect what matters. And right now she matters. Alara stared at him, shocked, breath catching, something soft sparking in her eyes. But the moment ended as the warlord raised his colossal energy blade. The battlefield erupted. Rylan dodged the first swing, the blade slicing through an entire crystal pillar behind him. He opened fire, but the bullets barely dented the warlord's armor. Alara summoned a barrier of light, shielding Rylan from a shockwave. But each attack weakened her. He could see her trembling. We can't win like this, she cried. The Nexus is collapsing. Rylan grabbed her shoulders. Then we fight smarter, not harder. Tell me how the heart shard works. It responds to will. To emotion, she whispered. To protect someone, I must. Then focus on me, he said. Trust me completely. Her cheeks flushed, her heartbeat syncing with his. The heart shard glowed brighter. The warlord charged again. Rylan sprinted straight toward him. Hey, over here, metalhead! The warlord swung his massive blade downward. But Rylan slid beneath it and rammed an energy grenade into a crack in the armor. Boom! The explosion rocked the warlord, staggering him. Alara seized the moment. She raised the heart shard high, its light blazing like a newborn star. I trust him, she cried. And with that trust, I command the heart shard. A radiant wave shot forward. Rylan shielded his eyes as the world turned white. The beam hit the warlord square in the chest, tearing the dark energy from his armor, ripping open the sky behind him. With a final roar of fury, the warlord was hurled backward into the collapsing portal, sealed. Away as the Nexus repaired itself. Silence followed. Alara collapsed to her knees. Rylan rushed to her side. You okay? He whispered. She nodded weakly, then surprised him by placing her hand over his heart. You risked everything for me, she said. Humans, you are more powerful than legends claim. Rylan smiled softly. Guess we make a good team. She met his gaze, eyes shimmering. My partner, she whispered, not as a misunderstanding this time, but a choice. The Nexus glowed, wrapping them both in warm light. A new bond, a new destiny, and a galaxy about to learn what happens when a human and a princess stand together.